So someone either stole this iPhone from Best Buy, or they bought it and never paid it off, or tried something fraudulent, and the police took it from them, and then the police auctioned the phone off. So in this video, not only am I going to unbox this phone, I'm also going to tell you guys where I got it from, how I know it was stolen from Best Buy, and most of all, I want to see if we can activate this phone on a carrier, which I'm not expecting to work considering this has been marked as stolen, but we may as well give it a try, right? Before we do any of that, I should tell you guys where I got this phone. So there's a website you can go to. It's called propertyroom.com. This is not a sponsor, it's just a website. And basically, when law enforcement agencies or police departments, they collect stolen items or confiscated goods, once they hold it for a period of time, they auction it off on this website. I've bought cell phones and other electronics on this website, and it's hit or miss, but this time I made an offer for this iPhone 11 Pro Max, and I won. What's interesting about this is it did come with a SIM card from Verizon, and I'm going to show you guys in a second how I know this came from Best Buy, but what's interesting is it did come with this SIM card. Once we open the iPhone, we'll go ahead and put this into the SIM tray and see what happens, but just want to make a note that it did come with the phone, which is interesting. I'll talk more about this. In 2025, we would call this an older model of iPhone, and you can tell because all of the stuff that is included in this box. Look at that, it's a full paragraph. This wrap is also kind of nostalgic because I think it was one of the last years that Apple used this technique of wrapping their iPhones. People were unwrapping them and repackaging them, unfortunately. Unsure if that's why they changed it, but I do know people would unwrap these, put fake iPhones in the box, and then rewrap them and sell them to rip people off. Kind of sad, but it happened. Now, I was curious to know where this phone was stolen from, so I used this website called CheckMend. Again, this is not sponsored, but it is a common website that law enforcement uses to do background checks essentially on electronics. I paid $2 for the report, and it told me that the device had been reported lost or stolen, and that it was also blocked by the phone network in the last 6 months. Sadly, it did not tell me where it was stolen from, but we will run another report shortly. I just want to unbox this thing first. I actually use an iPhone 11 Pro as my daily driver. If we can get this thing to activate, I'll give it a try. It is interesting to see this is what, 5 generations ago, and Apple included a more in-depth user manual, still pretty short in my opinion, and they also gave the Apple stickers. Wow, where did these go? As well as pretty much a welcome package of goodies. Look at this, we got headphones, we got a charge cable, a charge block. Apple sells each of these for like, what, $60 a piece now? Jeez. The concerning part was when I tried to power this on, I got no power, so I was concerned that I was going to need to replace the battery because this happened in one of my last videos. Luckily, once it was plugged in, it showed that it was charging, so while this is charging, let's talk about how I found where this was stolen from. I went to this website called sickw.com, and you could pretty much pay for any report you could think of. It does cost money, but I ran a GSX report. On this report, I found that the phone was bought in 2020. I found that it was sold by a Best Buy in the United States, and that it does have a SIM lock, which pretty much just means it can't be used on anything else other than Verizon, but the phone has also been marked as stolen, so I don't think it's going to be usable, but we will find out very shortly. Oh yeah, my bad. This is the new Verizon. Oh gosh, that's an ugly logo, Verizon. What are you doing, bud? I went ahead and set up the phone off screen to save you guys the pain, and yes, I'm going to remove this because I did not in the past and you guys hated it. The phone comes out of the box with iOS 13, and it feels rather nice. Just to show you guys, it's on 13.13.1. Also, I already installed the SIM card, and nothing is happening, obviously, because it's not activated and it's been marked as lost or stolen. And I'm also not going to set up a long-term Verizon plan, but I have an idea. And that idea is to put other SIM cards that I have, because I have literally like 50 of them from all the previous videos that I've made. Because I was feeling lucky, I put a TracFone SIM card into the phone to see if I could make a call. TracFone does use Verizon cell towers primarily, so I was thinking we would get lucky, but it's telling us the SIM is not supported with some crazy code. But I figured I would try a couple times. Unfortunately, I had no success, but I was feeling determined, so I took the SIM cards out of some of the phones from the Family Dollar and Dollar General videos and decided I would go through some of those to see if we could get a call to go through. Now, those reports that I ran earlier, they said that Verizon had blocked the phone from making calls on the network, but I wanted to go through anyways and try. And right here, I was feeling hopeful because you could see the bars are loading again. So I was thinking that we could make a phone call, so I decided to give my wife a call.
Transfer you to to a customer service representative. Please hold while we transfer you to a customer service representative.
Now, it sounded like there was no more minutes left on the plan, so I switched over to the next SIM card because I think this one has some service left. And you know what? Holding this thing, I was just feeling lucky.
Hold while we transfer you to a customer service representative. Please hold while we transfer you to a customer service representative. Your phone has been deactivated. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
Yo, what the heck, bro? You can't just be deactivating on me. At this point, I was like, you know what? We'll just go to Walmart. We'll make the long trek back to the cell phone section. And I was thinking, okay, not track phone, but what about Total Wireless, like right on the Verizon network? If we activated one of these SIM cards, would it be possible to get the phone, up and rolling? Also, I did not show you guys on camera, but I also put my T-Mobile SIM card into the phone to see if we could get a call from that, and that did not work either. So I was feeling hopeful with Total Wireless. I got home, I opened the bag in excitement, ready to have some service, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You just get the SIM card or SIM kit, you go online and buy the service package that you want. My only complaint is this thing was like kind of annoying to open. It wasn't very smooth. Now, what I did is I just popped the SIM out and I put it into the phone first, because standard procedure is you install the SIM, turn the phone off, and then back on, and once it's activated, you should have service. Of course, you need to buy the service plan first. And I got this notification when I went to go buy the service plan. I totally should have checked the compatibility thing before going in and buying the SIM kit, but the SIM kit was like $4, so it's whatever. The nice thing is I did not have to update the phone in order to install Call of Duty Mobile and play a few rounds. Now, you guys asked quite a lot what my Call of Duty username is, and it's JohnZoid, so go ahead and add me there and we'll go live stream together sometime. This 11 Pro Max has an A13 Bionic chip, so it does completely fine for gameplay with Call of Duty Mobile. And I know I'm probably in a bot lobby. This is not like a, like a ranked match or anything, but I have so much fun playing this game, guys, and we should play together. So if you want to add me on Call of Duty Mobile, it's JohnZoid. Unfortunately, I can't use this phone for much other than gaming. Maybe I could jailbreak it, but I'm not good at that. So I have put an eBay listing down below where I'm auctioning this off, and the highest bidder, you know what, I'll ship it right to you. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to become a channel member today, I have revamped that. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram as well as the Discord and other socials below. I'd love to see you guys over there. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you later. Oh, hey, you're still there. Okay, this is what I wanted to say. If you have an Instagram, go follow me on Instagram right here, because I am more active there. I'm kind of abandoning TikTok because I've lost faith in the platform. And then the part 2, why become a channel member, I will be uploading offline member-only videos there, which will be like unedited vlog-style videos of me doing what I do every day. Blah, blah, blah. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys, and seriously, this is the coolest job ever to make these videos. So we'll see you on the next one, wherever that may be. Peace out.